In today's video, we will be going through how to get beautiful golden fried chicken.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Hobby Rose Cook. If it's your first time here, my name is Marceline. Welcome and I'm happy to have you. For those who have been here with me, thank you for sticking and staying, and I appreciate your love and support.
I went ahead and I rinsed my chicken wings with some vinegar. I'm making sure that I pat dry, and then we're going to combine our seasoning. First, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some egg powder. If you don't have egg powder, that's fine. Go ahead and use it without. This is tasteless. It just adds color and you can't use too much. If you'd like to use it, you can get it on Amazon, but I brought mine back from Jamaica. I'm also adding cayenne powder because I need a little spice to my chicken. If you don't like spice, you can go ahead and leave it out. I'm also adding some paprika and garlic and herb seasoning. Now for my salt-based seasoning, go ahead and use whichever one you normally use to season your chicken. I'm adding some Cajun seasoning and some Creole seasoning because these are my main seasoning that I use and I always have them at hand. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, combine that. I'm going to add this to my chicken, and then we are going to put this in the fridge overnight. And as I've mentioned before, I'm doing spicy wings. I will be adding some hot sauce as well. The one that I'm using is very hot, so go ahead, use whichever hot sauce you want to use. That is if you need the wing spicy. If not, you just go ahead, leave it out. So we're going to put this to marinate in the fridge overnight. Now it's Sunday morning and we are ready to cook, so welcome back.
I have a mixture of Creole. This is the only salt-based one. Onion powder, the paprika, and the egg powder that we're going to add to the flour. We're going to add in our spices. I'm going to add some baking powder, a tablespoon of baking powder in there.
Sometimes I use baking powder and sometimes I use cornstarch. It gives it a nice crisp on the chicken, especially for those who don't want to use eggs. Cornstarch is a good option. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead, add a pinch of the egg powder. And as I've mentioned before, you can't use too much. It adds a bright color to your chicken and you don't want it to be too bright. And some people use sazon. I use it sometimes. It doesn't affect me, but it does has MSG. If you want to use it, you can go ahead, but I know some people has allergies. You can dip the chicken in the egg one by one and add it to the flour, but to make my life easier, I just pour it on the chicken and make sure that it is fully coated, and then I add it to the flour. Now we're going to go ahead, make sure that the chicken pieces are fully coated with the flour mixture, and then we're going to shake off the excess flour and put it on a plate and set it aside until we are ready to fry. So one question that I get a lot is, why do I put onions in my oil? I add onions and scotch bonnet pepper for two reasons. It adds flavor to my oil. It also shows me how hot my oil is and if it's ready for my chicken. I know a lot of people use wooden spoon or just a little flour. Everyone have their little tips and tricks. All right.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
So my first set is about to come out. I fry them for like 15 minutes. It's chicken wing. It doesn't need a long time to fry. Alright, otherwise they will dry out. If you're new in the kitchen and you are skeptical about this, you can use a meat thermometer, no problem. Make sure that your chicken has an internal temperature of 165 and you're good to go. It's safe to eat. Alright. So this is my last set, and let me share another tip with you before I go. After frying your second set of chicken, For your third set, you want to use a sieve to strain off the oil. And that goes for a person who are frying in large batches like I did. The flour that falls off from the chicken will settle in the bottom while you're frying, and by the time you reach to your third or fourth set, it starts to burn. So you want to strain it off so that it doesn't burn your remaining chicken when you're frying it. Otherwise, some of your chicken will look in golden like this and some will have burn spots on them, and you don't want that. Unless you are using a deep fryer with the baskets, that won't happen. I do have a deep fryer. I use it occasionally, but most time when I'm doing videos, I will use a pot because not everyone who is watching has a deep fryer. Alright, as you can see, all the chicken are beautiful, they're golden, there's no burnt spots on them, and that's exactly what you want. I did have this with some rice and peas, curried chicken, and some vegetable on the side with some pasta salad, and it was amazing. All right, I have all those videos on my page. You can go ahead, check them out.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that video, and stay tuned for many more amazing recipes.